Hi there, this is a question from the 2016 Exam 2. It's from the Trigonometry and Geometry section, and it is question 3. So a golf tournament is played at St Andrews in Scotland at the location of 56 degrees north and 35 degrees west. Assume the radius of Earth is 6,400 kilometers. So with this, even if they don't give you this 6,400 kilometers, you need to assume Earth is 6,400 kilometers for its radius. Find the great circle distance to the equator from St Andrews. Round your answer to the nearest kilometre. So the main part here is we're using the great circle distance. So let me just underline that. So that's the key piece of information there. So whenever you get a question with talking about the radius and you have to find arc lengths and longitudes and latitudes, my recommendation is to draw yourself a circle and then place in the north, the south, the east, and the west on that circle. So let's put north, south, east, and west, and the center. And by doing this, we can then put the equator on the circle and just turn this into a spherical 3D object. So let's place the location of where St Andrews, Scotland is. It's 56 degrees north. So let's go from the equator. North, 56 degrees north. And if we place it over here as well, 56 degrees north. Place in the center of the circle. And then we can also turn this circle up here into a spherical 3D shape. Let's draw that one a bit better. There we go. Alright, and then the other part of the location is 3 degrees west. So with this, you can choose wherever you want. If we call this line going straight down the middle here as a meridian line, the 0 degrees. If we go 3 degrees west, let's just draw around this way. And we can call this line here 3 degrees west. So the location of St Andrews Golf Course is right there. Then the next part, as we've already underlined, the great circle distance. When we're using the great circle, we need to use the radius of 6,400. So when we don't need to find the radius of the smaller circle up the top, we don't need to do that. So what we're looking at is using the radius from the center of the circle to the arc of the circle. So anywhere from the center of the circle out to the edge of the circle is a radius. So it might not look like it, but that is 6,400 kilometers. So the question is asking us to find this arc length around there. So let's remove that out of the picture. We've got our radius of 6,400 on both of them. And the angle that we're looking at right here is the 56 degrees north, because we're at the equator and we've gone 56 degrees north. So 56 degrees in there. And what we're trying to find is the arc length, because we want the distance from St Andrews to the equator. From your notes, your chapter 19 notes, you've got the arc length formula, which is pi times the radius times the angle over 180. So we can use this formula to find the arc length. So let's get a different color pen. We'll do our workings over here. So we've got pi times by the radius times by the degrees, which was 56, over 180. And this answer equals 6,255 kilometers and 0.260. So making sure that we're always double checking what the question wants us to answer it in. It wants to answer it to the nearest kilometre. So this would round down to 6,255 kilometers as our answer. Let's check the assessor's comments here. So assessor's comments show that only 42% of the cohort managed to get the full mark. This was only worth 1 mark, but the reason why it's only 1 mark is because this should be a standard question. This would be the basis of a question that would then lead into more in-depth questions. So this is a very, even though it's a fair bit of work, a basic understanding is expected to do this. So 42%, and 58% could not get the full 1 mark. Hopefully there's a picture there to show how they've demonstrated, which is pretty much exactly the same as how I've demonstrated in my picture, and hopefully this can help you with some understanding using the great circle distance. Thank you.